Hello and welcome to Thursdays with Annette at 2 o'clock. I'm so glad you've joined me today because I've got an awesome recipe. Well, hello, I do every Thursday, let's be honest. But this is one that people have been asking for, and it's banana bread. Now, if you're scratching your head saying, banana bread, I don't recall that recipe, Annette. Well, that's because it's not in any of my 8 cookbooks. That's right. It actually comes from the dairy-free iced coffee shake, and you use a sachet of the iced coffee in it. Now I'm going to talk a little bit further about variations and things like that, but this is what you use because it just takes it to another level. So we're going to make that today, and don't worry if you haven't got that, you can download the recipe from the website. So go to simplytoogood.com.au, click onto recipes, and you'll find it there. But we'll talk a little bit about it. Oh, not dairy-free. Why did I say dairy-free? I'm sorry. It is the iced coffee shake. And so let's talk about the winners from last week's Chinese Omelette Book 5. They got all a side copy, and that's Gail Niled, Tammy Hotz, and Elaine Ponte. All won a book. And of course, I'll be giving away later in the show, and it's going to be fabulous. You'll be excited for this one. So let's go over the ingredients we need. And once again, thanks for joining me. I'm making banana bread on the show today, and we need 3 egg whites. And this is how I save the fats, because a traditional banana bread is quite high in fat. So I've saved 18 grams straight up by using just egg whites, because that will raise the beautiful cake or the bread up, and it really is going to be fantastic. You don't need the yolks. We need a sachet of the iced coffee. Now, you get 14 of these in a box. So this is what I'm talking about here, over here, these shakes. Now, I have tested all the 3 flavours, and they all work really well. So if you're just sitting here and go, oh, I've only got the chocolate in it, the wicked chocolate, it works really good as well. But my favourite is the iced coffee one, just to say. And you know what? I don't like coffee. Love this. Love it, love it, love it. So you need a sachet. You want 3/4 teaspoon of bicarb soda. Now this is the thing you've got to remember, don't use baking powder, a completely different product. It's bicarb soda, and I'll explain why I use that in the recipe as we go along. We've got here, I've already got the measured margarine. It's the Floralite Marge, 75 grams, 1/4 cup of sugar. See, so it's not really high in sugar, which is fabulous. We've got 1/2 cups of self-raising flour, cooking spray, and of course we need our nannies. And look at them, they're so fabulous and old. This is what you want. You want to see that brown on them so that they're really ripe, because the riper they are, the more sugary fabulousness they are in the recipe. So now remember, this is on the website, okay? So you can get the recipe now. So let's get started. First of all, I want to probably just get my marge melted. So let's just put that in. I always use a glass measure for the microwave because I don't want to wreck up my plastic. I'm going to put that on a lower temp so it doesn't go crazy, and I'm going to do for 40 seconds. And so now what we also need to do is let's mash the banana first, all right? Because I think it's really a simple recipe, all right? So we're going to start with by just peel your bananas. I'm going to say that you need about 4 large bananas, but these are probably not large, so I'm going to put 5 in because I want to make sure I've got enough for the recipe. And what you need is a total of 1.5 cups of mashed banana. This is a perfect recipe when you are looking at some sad bananas and you go, oh, no one's going to want to eat these, I don't want to waste them. Then this is what you do. All right, so we're going to mash them up. They smell great because they're ripe. Now also, if you're going, I don't have the shakes in it, well, you can buy them in single sachets on the website. That's a recent thing. So if you're thinking, oh, I didn't know that, well, that's because they've only been recently put on as single samples. So you can always get some and give it a try. But if you've got shakes at home, which I know a lot of you do, really try the banana bread because it is fabulous. It's a really delicious loaf. But if you don't have any shakes and you've had no intentions of buying them, then just go to book 1 and make my banana cake. It's different because this is a loaf, but that's really a great banana cake if you're interested. All right, so I've mashed my banana into my soapy sink. I need, let's hope there's 1.5 cups here. Let's have a look. Just tap it down so it levels out. Where is it? I think we've done really well. I think that's pretty well 1.5 cups. Yep. Let me get that bit of banana. All right, so that's done. Now what we do is just put it together. That's how hard this recipe is. So banana's done. Let's get your bowl. What I'm going to do first though is I'm going to do my loaf tin. And I want to talk about it because there is 2 different size loaf tins that you can buy. This is just the normal loaf tin. This is the large, and you can tell it's a little old. It's been used a lot, but this is the one that we're using for this recipe today. So hello, if you've just joined me, it's the banana bread today, and if you haven't got my cookbooks, you don't worry, it's not in there. It's going to be downloaded on the website. Go to simplytoogood.com.au to recipe, boom, and there's your recipe. So I just want to say this is too small, okay? So I'm going to spray. Now, can I just say, I always spray over the sink. Don't know why. Yes, I do. Because I don't like the spray getting all over my bench and everything. So I tend to just whip over to the sink and do it there. We need 3 egg whites. I've preheated my oven to 180 degrees, fan forced. So it's all ready for me, and it's going to cook in the oven for about 40 to 45 minutes, depending on how quick your oven is. Now what we're going to put in next is the sugar, which is 1/4 cup. Put in the, and the shake. So just tear that off. These are great because I find when I travel, it means that I can take them with me wherever I go. And there's something about putting a packet of the shake into the mix that just takes it to another level. And so just start off a bit slow, get those powder in. That's it. And then up we go. And it's just one of those recipes that when people eat it, they go, wow, this is fabulous. And you made it yourself. So you can feel a little bit fizzy about how amazing you are. All right, so we do this for a minute. It's such an easy recipe, and I'm so glad you've joined me today because it is a fantastic recipe. And I think you're going to really enjoy it. Oh, stop it now. My goodness. All right, so this is the next thing, is we're going to put the marge in here. Let's see, hopefully it's all melted and fabulous. Yes, it is. There's my margarine. I've used the Floralite because it's a lower fat one. And there's another way that I've saved a lot, is because normally in a banana bread, it's a lot of butter. A lot of butter, and also a lot of sugar. So it really is fairly high. Then in goes the bicarb, and I might actually just give that a mix with my spoon. Now you mix them together, and then we just put it in the wet mix. Then we've got to put the flour in, and we're in the oven. That's right, this is how easy it is. Now why I put the bicarb in is because banana breads or banana cakes are notorious for being gluggy and heavy, and they stick to the roof of your gum. And I find that by putting a little bit of that bicarb in, it lightens the cake and it works an absolute treat. So let me get my little scraper. All right, so let me get rid of this. Now all we've got to do is get my wooden spoon and mix it together. It smells so good because you've got that hint of the coffee in there, but please don't be put off if you don't like coffee, because it just seems to blend in, and I don't think anyone would ever pick up that it's actually got coffee in it. But I did do it with chocolate, with the wicked chocolate, and it just darkened it a little bit, but still really delicious. And the vanilla, it was good too. Now, 1.5 cups of sifted self-raising flour. Now, if you're making any of my cakes or muffins, I just want to show you the secret to success. You don't get there with this beater, no, because it'll make it really tough. What I want to do is protect the gluten that's in the flour, because there's not a lot of fat in these cakes that I make. So what you do is you just gently fold it through, get all that flour in as I'm doing. You don't get there and beat it. No. We do not beat Annette's cakes, okay? And if you follow what I'm saying, you'll have the most delicious and fabulous baked goods from my recipe books, because they're all so much lower in fat. Like, can I just tell you that a normal banana bread would be, I don't know, about 12 grams of fat, a good 350, say, calories per slice. And I even checked out of interest, the Muffin Break sell banana bread, and theirs is a whopping 16.3 grams of fat per slice and over 400 calories. Now, mine, yes, guilt-free and fabulous at 3.5 grams of fat a slice and only 148 calories. So get excited. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pour, remember I've already sprayed the tray or the tin, and now what you do is just pour your mix in. Now if you want to know the full nutritional information of this particular recipe, you'll see it in the recipe where you go to nutrition, and you'll find it all there. But as usual, it's one of those fabulous recipes of mine, and you'll get it on the website, so you're not missing out. Now I've put all the ingredients in, and what I'll show you now is important, because a lot of times we put that in and just go like that. I want you to be more pedantic with your cakes, especially loaves, because there's nothing worse than having a loaf, excuse me, where it just comes up like this in the middle. You know, I mean, it will rise a little bit, it just has to. But let me show you the way I avoid having it too tall in the middle. So I'm spreading it out, leveling it out. Oh my God, doesn't it look fabulous? I know, banana bread, guilt-free. So now what I'm going to do though, and this is what I want you to watch, is I'm going to push it away from the middle. So you want to actually have the middle lower than the edges, yeah? All right, so in the oven, 40 to 45 minutes, 180 degrees. I just don't think you can get much easier than that as far as home baking. And how great is it that you get to enjoy this fantastic recipe. And one of the things I want to show you here is, because I have made it ahead, of course, because you know you want to look at it and see what it looks like. This serves 12. It's a super easy recipe, as you know. And let's just slice up a couple of pieces for you. Ooh. And the key is, and a question I'd like to ask you right now, would you, with your banana bread, just have it with a little bit of margarine? I'd always say use the low-fat margarine, of course. But do you toast it? Because I'm a toaster. That's right. I love to toast my banana bread. I just put it in the toaster, get it crispy on the outside. But look at that. Isn't that magnificent? Now, if you notice my fabulous knives, you know I have them on the website now. Everyone's been very excited because you've asked for them. You can now get them. I've got a fantastic deal for you going. Once again, go to simplytoogood.com.au, check it out. You need these. They're such fabulous knives. And you know what? I'm just ready to put the kettle on. I mean, because who knew weight loss could be so deliciously healthy? So there's the banana bread. Too easy. Boom, we're done. But now next week, I'm going to be back in for June. I'm going to be continuing doing the Tuesdays with Annette. It's my home ec with Annette class, my cooking class. And like on Tuesday, I did the beef and bacon burger. So if you haven't checked it out, it's there. Go and scroll down, you'll find it. But next Tuesday, I'm going to India and I'm making butter chicken. It is a fantastic recipe from book 4. And yes, the fat count. Now, you know butter chicken, it's called Heart Attack on a Plate. My version is 3.5 grams of fat. So you have to watch and you download the recipe from the website if you don't have book 4 and get the ingredients and let's make it together. But next Thursday, I'm back in doing my normal show and I'm excited because this next week, we're going to Malaysia. So we're going to India on Tuesday and Malaysia on Thursday. It's going to be my satay pork out of book 3. It is the best satay. It is so easy to make, so much lower in fat than the traditional one, and you will love it. And so I'll make that for you on Thursday. So just remember, go to the website for the recipe. Now, what would you like to win today, do you think? Now, I'm saying let's do a box of shakes. That's right. So if you'd like to win, you can pick whatever flavour you like. So there's the iced coffee, there's the creamy vanilla and the wicked chocolate. Now, as I said, you get 14 serves in the box. You also get a 14-day menu plan for weight loss using the 3 flavours. So they're different for each flavour. Once again, this is a recipe that's in the iced coffee. It's not in the others, of course. There's different recipes for different flavours. So if you'd like to win a box, and then can I just point out as well, can I just brag for a moment? I'm sorry. 5-star health rating. Yeah. When I created these shakes, I'm so proud of them. I have to really be honest with you. I'm super proud of them because they are so healthy. Now, the key with them is I want you to feel full after breakfast. And a lot of the shakes are full of nothing. Whereas with these, you get 7 grams of fibre and 15 grams of protein. And when those two come together like that, it will keep you feeling fuller till lunchtime pretty well. So that's what you want. But also, in the nutritional information, I've put in the magnesium, zinc and iron as maximum I could, so it's a health shake. Absolutely. So I hope you win. So you have to do the, you know what you've got to do. Let me just grab it. You like, and yes, you share. You want people to know about this, so share it. And in the comments, hashtag Simply Too Good. Hashtag Simply Too Good, SYM. Now, if you write it like that, I will pick 3 lucky people to win a box of their very own shakes, and I'm excited. So thanks for joining me today, and you have an awesome week. I'll catch you on Tuesday. Bye now.